Nobody was expecting this. Raiders exchanging receiver with the 49ers. The San Francisco Star requested a trade, and this shaken some teams, including the Raiders, who are willing to have a lot of options in the attack. The San Francisco 49ers have a big problem to solve before training camp. Star wide receiver Brandon Ayuk has been wanting a new contract, but it appears negotiations are not going well. According to a post by NFL Network's Mike Garafolo on X on July 16, Ayuk has officially requested a trade. There should be no shortage of interest in Ayuk in the league. He's just 26 years old and is coming off a season in which he had 1,342 receiving yards. The only problem is that he is one of the best young wide receivers in the NFL and will want to be paid as such. The Las Vegas Raiders are not a team that needs a wide receiver, considering they already have Davante Adams on the roster. However, Ayuk's camp has already hinted at interest in Las Vegas. Head coach Antonio Pierce was the defensive coordinator and recruiting coordinator at Arizona State while Ayuk was there in 2018 and 2019. He's already spoken highly of the coach. It's also worth noting that Ayuk grew up in Reno, Nevada, and spent a lot of time in Las Vegas. There will be teams much more motivated to trade for the wide receiver, but the Raiders could be a sleeper team to watch if that's where Ayuk wants to play. Any team that trades for Ayuk has to be prepared to pay him a huge contract. He's had back-to-back seasons with over 1,000 receiving yards and is a former first-round pick. He is a very valuable asset. It will cost at least a first-round pick to get him in a trade and possibly two. If the Raiders are interested in Ayuk, they will have to get creative. With the team's need for a quarterback, they can't afford to give up first-round picks. The most logical player to swing in front of the 49ers is Adams. He's 31 years old and makes the most sense in the 49ers' timeline. This would give him the best chance of winning a Super Bowl and would put him very close to his hometown of East Palo Alto, California. The 49ers would have one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, who still has a contract for 3 more seasons. Because Adams is older, the 49ers probably wouldn't trade Ayuk for him. The Raiders could attach a second-round pick. That could be enough to convince San Francisco to make the trade. If Las Vegas doesn't want to move Adams, they could put together a package around Jacoby Myers. He's a great number 2 wide receiver and has a very reasonable contract. His value isn't as high as Adams, so if the package was surrounding Myers, the Raiders may need to add a first-round pick. Myers would be a great fit in Kyle Shanahan's offense and is just a year older than Ayuk. Any trade could make sense for both sides.